Hey guys, I've got some good news. This time every year we usually hatch chickens in my class, but since we're not in the classroom, I'm going to hatch them from home and video it as we go so that you can see and go through the process with us. So first I'm going to show you how we set up the incubator. There's a little bit of preparation and setup that you have to do before you put the eggs in there. So to begin with, this is the base of the incubator, and if you notice, there's these little ridges or reservoirs in here. That's where I need to put water. The reason that we put water in the incubator is because we have to have humidity in this incubator once we get it all sealed off. Humidity means moisture in the air. Without the moisture, those eggs are going to get dry and will be too hard for the baby chicks to peck out of. So we want to keep plenty of moisture in the incubator. It's supposed to be somewhere between 30 and 50% humidity. So we're going to take this water, it's warm water, and I'm just going to fill up each of these reservoirs. Alright, and then this is the screen that goes in over the top of that. So we're going to place that down inside over the water. That way when the chicks hatch, they can't get down into that water. Okay, and then the last thing before we do the eggs is this machine right here. This is called an egg turner. If you don't have one of these, then you actually have to turn them a couple of times a day by hand. We turn the eggs so that when the baby chick is developing, it'll develop well. It won't be stuck to one side of the egg or deformed in some way. So this is an electric turner, and it'll keep the eggs turned from side to side for us, and we won't have to do that. So that also goes inside the incubator. It has a motor here, and then we'll be plugging that in just a little bit. And then all that's left to do is to put the eggs in. So I want to tell you just a little bit about the eggs that we have. The eggs in this carton, these little bitty eggs right here, are from our hens. They are the little mini LaFleurs that I've talked to you guys about. So we've got 6 of their eggs. They just started laying about a week or so ago, so maybe some of those will hatch. And then I took 4 from Ellie Mae, our hen at school. So I've got 4 of her eggs. We're going to see if those will hatch. And then the rest of them are eggs from Miss Snow's daughter, Allison. I want you to look at these. All these different colors and sizes. Those are some pretty neat looking eggs. She gave me a list of all the different breeds of chickens, and so I'll type that up in the comments below so you can see all the different breeds. One other thing that I always do is I put numbers on each of the eggs. That way we can keep up with which eggs are hatching, which ones aren't, and we can use that for our record keeping to kind of keep track. So the next thing that I'm going to do then is I'm going to place each of these eggs in one of the holes in the egg turner. It's important that when you place the eggs in that they go pointy side down. So when you look at an egg, typically one part of the egg is rounder or bigger than the other. The other end is the pointy. The reason we do that is that this top part right here is where the air sac is. And we want that to stay at the top so that everything develops like it should. So I'm going to place these eggs all in the turner. These are the ones from my chickens at my house. And then I have Ellie Mae's eggs. And all of these different kinds that are from Miss Snow's daughter, Allison. We want to thank Allison for giving these eggs for our project. Incubating eggs doesn't always mean that every single one of these are going to hatch. There's different things that could cause them not to hatch. If they aren't fertilized, they won't hatch. If something happens with the temperature or the atmosphere inside the incubator, that could cause problems. Sometimes the baby chick will start to form and something or other will happen and it dies before it's able to hatch. But we're going to fill this completely full. We have 40, this incubator will hold 41 eggs. So to take into consideration that we may have some that do not hatch. Alright, I've just about got them all in here. Just a few of the different breeds that Allison gave us. Some of them have some pretty cool names. One of them is called Easter eggers. Those will give you the real pretty colored eggs that are kind of the greenish blue eggs. So some of these that hatch might be Easter egger chickens. She has some that are called Sicilian buttercups, Australops, speckled Sussex. She's got golden laced, Wyandotte, buff Orpington, anacondas. There's just all kinds of different types of chickens that come in all different sizes and colors. All right, so now we have the full incubator loaded, 41 eggs. Then we put the top. This is already plugged up. And it has a digital screen on the top that keeps me informed of the temperature and what's going on inside our incubator. You want to keep the temperature in your incubator at about 99.5 to 100 degrees temperature all the time. And then the humidity, like I said, needs to be somewhere between 30 and 50%. That's the amount of moisture that's in the air. So we'll get this closed up and we'll keep monitoring it and making sure that the temperature and the humidity is staying consistent. And I probably won't be videoing every day because you're not going to see a whole lot of change from day to day in the eggs. But I will come back from time to time and show you what's going on. It takes 21 days for baby chicks to hatch. So let's mark our calendar. We put them in today, which is today? The 6th, April the 6th. So in 21 days, hopefully we'll have some babies that are hatching. How many do you think is going to hatch out of 41 eggs? What percent of these eggs do you think might hatch or not? So think about that, make a prediction. Let's see, what else do I need to tell you? Oh, in about 7 or 8 days, I'm going to bring the eggs out and we'll candle them, and that's done in a really dark room, and we'll use a flashlight to shine and you can actually see inside the eggs. So we will be able to see if we have any baby chicks that are growing inside those eggs. That's probably about a week or a little more away before we do that, because they have to be big enough for us to be able to see something in those eggs. All right, I guess that's all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.